Hello, this is me, Bella. Um, I know some people laugh at me and stuff like that. I call myself Bella because I'm I don't pass as Bella, and because I have my genitalia oh yeah, I have this, and I started realizing I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I start caring less, not more. Like I realize, hey, people are gonna judge you no matter what, because people judge you for things like for going on Linux, because it's not a corporation. It's not like a corporation. And oh, yeah, it's not a corporation. Is they're incompetent? If it was incompetent, you wouldn't have an operating system. You wouldn't have a. Actually, you wouldn't have a kernel. You wouldn't have this working. Some things are not perfect. I started realizing why people Arch, why Arch users like Arch, not because it's the best operating system. It's they know it's unstable. They're aware of that. The only reason they go up get off of they either go to Debian. Now here's the thing they would probably pick. They would either go to Debian, CashOS, because most likely more people would rather. But Debian's better. Debian's better than Linux Mint. It's better than it's stable. The only difference is that it has more. Linux Mint has more support than Debian, but it's also a corporation that you can't trust. And you have to realize corporations act like they're good. Most of them are narcissistic people. They'll treat you like trash. I'm pretty sure Arch users, you can trust them more because they're more a community that will support you if you. For example, I'm getting that. Like I've looked at this video. For example, okay, let's say Arch Linux. I kind of hate this Arch Linux. Arch Linux. Okay. Arch Wiki. Oh, yeah, Arch Wiki. Arch Wiki. This is why Arch Linux is way better. It has Arch Wiki, which you don't have to go on the internet to go on it. But yeah, like this installation guide. I didn't look at it. I was too lazy to look at it because I didn't know what to do. I made a mistake and but at least they have this right here, and you can like look into it. I never did, but I'm pretty sure I would earn some respect if I did actually. If I'll earn some respect if I actually read their wiki, because you don't need an education. You don't really need don't need an education for this. But educate, of course, like education could be helpful. I guess maybe for using Arch and knowing how to But the thing is that most people may not understand it. Then also, um, thing is most things you see software engineering is electrical engineering. It's electrical engineering that basically has less math. Um, so you have to understand electrical engineering and software engineering. So apply it. You have to know how to apply software engineering in electrical engineering. So you have to know what you're doing. You have to know um, not mechanical. I don't think you need to know mechanical engineering. The only thing about mechanical engineering is that you're pressing a keyboard. You have to press the right stuff, which is like the keyboard is supposed to be mechanical. It's mechanical engineering. It's stuff you press. That's more likely. That's more in detail to things like when you're pressing something, the wear and tear, how the wear and tear goes into the because your keyboard will get messed up, and my keyboard's kind of messy. It has like hair in it and stuff, and all this other shit. But yeah, I know a lot of people hate Arch because it's really complicated, and also you have to especially the electrical engineering like that. You why electrical engineers don't go on it. Um, not all electrical engineers are like that. Might some are haters, some are not. Not all of them are haters. I don't know how many like Linux or Arch Linux that much because there's reasons for it because they work in a corporation and they don't really support a community. They're not software engineers that really they can talk to them. They can talk to people that are not in the company because you know most electrical and mechanical engineers want to make money, so they kind of they want to they don't want to support a community. They want to there's reasons for it. There's reasons for it why they don't support a community. Uh, Arch is complicated. It's really hard to go on it, and most people that are on it are nerds, not not art like engineers that use Microsoft. They engineers that are electrical engineers or mechanical engineers. Most of them use Microsoft because like they have to. They have to use Microsoft because like it cost even if it costs a lot of money. Uh, I guarantee you, most of the time, like if they have the money for it, they could probably pay to make a better stuff. But then I don't know. Like that's the thing. I don't know. It's best. I guess your best bet is use you can do all that stuff for yourself. You don't have to really use like that. Oh, oh wait. Oh, hey, hello. I turned on my audio, but uh, yeah, I had something to eat, so but yeah. It's interesting how people like Arch like I forgot what I said, but yeah, but Arch is really is an interesting operating system, a thing. Because like, here's the thing. I'm telling you, by the way, you the more you here's the you could go back to Debian, which is probably better than Arch, but You'll figure out what 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 how like Linux works if you figure out what how Linux work. Of course, you can't do it yourself. Microsoft, you can't do it yourself. They won't let you. And there's reasons for it. You figure out why there is because like there's stuff they hide from you that you should like what the that burrito was good. Yeah, I need some water. But yeah, yeah. There's games like League of Legends on Arch. Actually, not Arch. Windows 11. There's games like there's our Windows 11 that have like League of Legends. They have World of Warcraft. Um, but yeah, the Arch is like but yeah, yeah, I ate some chips, but like yeah, Arch is like I saw this one person like Dinky. It's kind of funny. People say like all the Arch users are fat. No, you're not really fat. If you're fat, you probably use Gentoo because like Gentoo, like you probably get a lot of weight from just sitting down all day, not really standing up all the time. Dinky, for example, I know like it's not like Dinky, for example, like I think she's a femboy. I think I say she because like I don't think she doesn't really care. Um, like she's like very skinny, very skinny. Um, he's a living meme. I think he's kind of like a meme, I guess, because like she's a femboy. Um, but pretty awesome person. I think I'm on Discord. I think I'm on a Discord. I believe. Um, but what else I want to say? Yeah, Dota 2. Dota 2. You can play Dota 2 easily on this game. But then also you might gain a lot of weight from just playing Dota. Like Dota takes a lot of time, long time to play because you have to spend countless hours on it. And you have to have a good computer to even use it. You can't have a shitty computer to make it where you can't have a shitty computer to play with. Cause like if you uh, okay, but that's all I want to say, I guess. But yeah. Shit. You know what else? What else was I want to say? Yeah. I say Arch. The only reason people use Arch is because like corporations are most time you have corporation. There's a why corporate. Here's why. You could literally work. You could literally be in a community. You could be in a whole community. Compared to Arch, like you could like compare Arch and Windows. Windows won't let you work unless you have a degree. You have to have a degree to work in Windows. But in Arch Linux, you don't need a degree to work in it. Mac OS. Okay, here's the thing. Apple, you need a degree. You need a degree to work in Apple. Arch, you don't need that. There are things like they can fix things. They're always trying to fix things. And you're part of the community. You can fix things yourself if you wanted to. You could learn how to fix stuff yourself. See what's going on with the operating system, and you don't really need to like be you don't have to be an engineer to actually do it. You could be a programmer and learn how to be a programmer. And then also, if prior to later, if you want to learn how to be an engineer, here's the thing. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. People that are engineers are egotistical. They're egotistical because they're engineers. And you have to realize, like most engineers, they're very, I mean, most of them are either narcissistic or egotistical. Most of them, they want to make you feel miserable because like the information they know, they know more stuff than you, and it's stuff it took them a long time to understand it, and they get in. Sometimes it depend on engineer. Some engineers are very the stuff they do are very impressive. Some are not. But they have to realize people, even if you're not an engineer, stuff. You don't have to do anything impressive or not impressive. I think the thing. I think my irony here is that they want you to be above average in these engineering degrees, and most can't be above average. They can't be above average. Most are usually below average, and but it takes a long time to get that good. And that's the thing. I mean, people expect you to work like 10 countless hours on it, doing stuff you don't even want to do. And but here's the thing: 8 hours a day working, 4 hours. You can do stuff for 4 hours, and do that's less hours because you could spend 4 hours every day on math and science and stuff, and probably do better if 2 or 1 hour, 1 hour or 30 minutes, probably better than it'd be below average. You don't have to be above. That's I think if you really want to do it, don't do it from self improvement because self improvement doesn't work. Do it from self acceptance. You make it meaningful to you. If it's meaningful to you, then do it for 30 minutes. Do it for 30 minutes, and if you can spend like hours and hours on it, spend hours and hours on it. Don't don't expect yourself to do it. Einstein, he didn't do it. He didn't do it because it was like he wanted to be above average. He did it because it was meaningful to him. He did the stuff he was doing was meaningful to him. It gave him a modest life. He wasn't above average. It was like he was in like he was above average, but he was like people he like people nowadays are more above average, higher average than him nowadays because like they know what they're doing. So yeah, that's all I want to say.